Hey guys, AJ here, back with another one for you. So guys, we all know that these 304s are broke as a joke. And guys, student loans, credit card debt, right? All this crap going on, and they still claim on the internet that they're strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world, right? And guys, we all know that these chicks are just bad with money. In general, 304s are terrible with money. Guys, put in the comments if you even know, like, your sister, a female cousin, a female coworker who makes good money and they're still broke. Broke as a joke, right? So guys, we're gonna go to dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at some of these bras whining about their worst financial decisions. But before we do, guys, like, subscribe, drop a comment, guys, and check out my locals, my second channel, the playlist at the end, and let's get into this.
One of the biggest financial mistakes that I made in my 20s. I do not want you to make this like me because I thought I was doing things right. No, I was doing things so wrong. There are people saying you want to have an emergency fund, you want to have savings. So I took that very literally, and I was like, okay, I'm going to have an emergency fund. I'm going to have savings. And I worked so hard. I worked so hard to save up all this money, and guess what I did? I just racked up debt while saving money. I had so much money on high interest credit cards, yet I had so much money in savings, and I was like, good job.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. So she was putting everything on her credit cards and think, I'm saving money.
Just like a woman.
Oh man, look at that.
You're crushing it. The correct order, I would say, that I have learned now is to, yes, have an emergency fund. That is still very important. Have something where if life throws something crazy your way, you have an emergency fund to fall back on. An emergency fund number is going to look different for everybody based on your expenses. But once you have that emergency fund, pay off your debt. Pay off your debt. Don't just keep racking up more debt while you keep saving more money, because what are you saving that money for? You need to be paying off your debt, because when you have so much debt, what you're doing, especially on high interest cards, is you're paying more money every single month because of the high interest. While I was out there thinking I was crushing the savings game, all I was doing was adding more debt to my name. That is something I wish I could take back. I wish I could go back into my 20s and not rack up so much debt while just having a savings account that I wasn't touching, that I was just looking at like, you're cute. Emergency fund, then pay off your debt, then start thinking about more savings. One of the
Look at that, guys. And guys, this chick thinks that this is some like knowledge given on high, right? That she had this financial revelation. Guys, this is basic financial knowledge that us men know, and these girls are acting like this is some guru type knowledge. She was basically putting everything on her credit cards, right? And then putting money in her savings account and going, wow, I have money in my savings account, you moron. What are you thinking?
Stupid.
Hey guys, are hashtags. Hashtag my biggest financial mistakes. Hashtag bad decisions. Hashtag finance mistakes. Hashtag finance talk, guys. Clown world.
Story time of how I ended up with 2 car payments.
Here we go.
So I got my very first car in 2020. It was a 2016 Volkswagen Passat. That car ended up getting totaled out. There's a whole nother story behind that, but that car ended up getting totaled out. I believe I owed $12,000 on it, but the insurance only paid me out $9,000, and then my gap insurance covered a little portion of it. So I ended up owing like a little bit over $2,000. The very next day, I found out I was pregnant with my second son. So you guys can only imagine like how agitating that was and how crazy like I felt. Like I just felt like everything was crashing down on me at once.
We all know Nug wasn't paying her any child support, right, guys?
So for about 4 months of my pregnancy, I went out without a vehicle. I finally got a vehicle when I was like 4 months pregnant. I got a 2014 Audi A4, and So everything's going fine, and about 2 years into having the vehicle, it starts to mess up. Like every time I try to start it, it won't start. It's shutting off in the middle of the road. Like I get the battery changed, it starts to start up. It stops, messing up for about a good, I would say, 6 months. Then soon as the 6 months over, the car starts shutting off again. It won't start. But I went on YouTube, and us girls, we're gonna find a way for our car to keep going because we just don't want to deal with car problems, right? Like, I'm just a girl. So I saw this video on YouTube that if I press the gas, like start it up and press the gas at the same time, the car would crank up. So my car was cranking up. So I was doing this for like a full year.
What?
I was doing this for like a full year till like one day it just stopped. Like it would not crank up. It started to shake. It started to mess up. And I already knew this is a foreign car, so I'm gonna end up having to come out of pocket. I already know they're gonna charge me my arm and a leg to get it fixed. So I go and get it fixed. I believe they charged me like $1,800.
$1,800. Look at that.
The car drives fine. Like it's driving smooth for like the first week. Here goes the car messing up again. So I'm like, okay, well, I gotta at least trade this car in or get a new car, because at this point I started this job and the commute was like 25 minutes from my house. So at this point I'm like, I would never get a German car again. I'm going to get a Honda or a Toyota. And I knew that because I owed on this car. I believe I owed, I want to say $9,000. It's a 2014, so they probably only going to go me like what, $7,000 for it. And I did not want that negative equity into my Toyota that I got. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna probably end up with two cars. Like they wouldn't even take it because they didn't know exactly what's wrong with it, and they knew I wouldn't get a good deal. I'm gonna have two car loans, so a lot of lenders are probably not gonna give me a rate or a loan anyways. So I let them know like I want to either Toyota, a Honda, or a Mazda. I know Hondas are usually on the higher price size year wise, so they brought me a Corolla. And I got this car. Mind you, you guys, like I didn't have no time to fix my credit this time around. I believe my credit score was like a 627. Oh my,
627. Look at that, guys. And she said instead of trading in the one that's broken, she's gonna buy another one and have 2 car payments. Look at that.
Oh my God. I believe my interest rate for this car is 18%. Like, it's just ridiculous.
18%! Look at that! Jesus!
So not only do I have 2 car payments now one interest rate is low and the other one's extremely high. But in order to get a low interest rate on this car, I have to get rid of the other car, which would bring my credit score up to refinance this one. Like, I just feel like this world is literally a scam. Like, every time you turn around is money, like money. My advice to you guys out there that want to drive foreign cars or who want to get a flashy car or want a car for your preference before you really get to like financially and career wise where you want to be, please get a Toyota, please get a Honda, unless you don't mind like the maintenance for my Audi was fine, but when it started to mess up, that's when all hell broke loose. So yes, this is how I ended up with 2 car payments. I'm paying $353 on my Audi, and I'm paying $525 on this car. So you guys,
whoa, $353 and then $525,
and I'm paying $525 on this car. So you guys do the math.
Damn.
Please choose your cars wisely.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. I told you guys these UFOs are terrible with their money. Look at that, guys. Guys, she's paying almost $900 a month for car payments alone. For one car that doesn't work, and then the other one for a Corolla. She's paying $535 a month for a Corolla. And guys, first of all, who buys an A4? You know what I'm saying? Seriously? You can get the most bottom-end Audi and act like you're flexing? Come on, man. Come on. Look at that. Look at that, man. And guys, this person says, the first guy says, I drove my Camry 286K miles. You should have done what I did. Someone says, 627 is considered a bad credit score? She's just at the dealership. They sure made me feel like it. Yes, 627's a bad credit score, you moron. Guys, these chicks, man. These chicks. And guys, if you look at all the data, it actually shows how much better that married women are with their money because their husbands are usually in charge of it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys. Paying $900 a month. And that's without car insurance. You know what I'm saying? What a moron. And guys, the only reason why they do this is because ultimately they think that one of us dudes is going to swoop in, right, and pay all their bills.
Here I come to save the day.
Clown world, right, guys? Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Guys, are hashtags. Hashtag Black Girl Magic. Hashtag finance TikTok. Hashtag car payment. Hashtag car payment story. Guys don't pay their bills. Guys, you're better off with a young chick that has a little bit of credit, no debt, that'll basically follow your lead when it comes to money than some chick that, even a chick who is successful, right, but has all this debt. She has all this income, but all this debt, no money in the bank, some, $1,400 a month car payment, student loans. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, and I'm out of here, guys. Have a good one.